Bonjour, bonjour, welcome. I am Eva Rissani. I am your host, and it's my pleasure to be with you today. You will certainly notice that this is not a live episode. I am so sorry. I could not make it, so I pre recorded the episode. Sorry for the noise. My dogs are very excited. It's the end of the day, they are playing around. So, welcome once again to this new episode of the Language Maven, and we will learn vocabulary and explore language together. So, it's a pity because today there will be no interaction, but I'm sure that you will appreciate the content that I have for you. So, let's start, shall we? Let's not waste time. Okay, so we start with a French expression. I don't remember the last time I used that expression, but it's probably because I speak more English than French since I live in a English speaking country. But the last time I heard that expression was on TV. I was watching the news, and the politician was talking to a journalist, and then the journalist asked a question about a project that he started some time ago, and then he replied using that expression. I'll give you an example with that expression shortly, but before I will try to explain in French what it means. So it means faire connaître à quelqu'un avant tout le monde une chose toute nouvelle. You see? And let's see what it looks like in a sentence. For those of you who, like me, love literature, you would probably know Émile Zola. Émile Zola was a French writer, and he wrote a lot of books. I remember I read, I think, 2 or 3 of his novels when I was in high school. And that example is taken from La Curée. Ceci est de mon invention et je vous en donne la primeur. Now, okay, this sentence maybe would be a little bit too difficult for beginners, but for those of you who have like B1 level, you will probably understand. And remember, let me go back. Remember the expression donner à quelqu'un la primeur de quelque chose. So now, what will be a possible translation? Let's go for that. Let somebody be the first to know. So to come back to that interview, the politician replied that, okay, ne vous inquiétez pas, je vous en donnerai la primeur. So basically, he told the journalist, don't worry, you'll be the first to know. So it's a very good expression to use, and you won't sound weird. It's not an old expression, so it's really nice to have. All right, now the English expression. Hit the nail right on the head. It's a funny expression, because you have, okay, nail can be this, like the nail, or it can be a nail, like, you use a hammer and then you have a nail and you're trying to put that nail in, on the floor or something. And then you have the head. So do you think it means hit your head or something? No. That will be a literal translation. And it means to say something exactly accurate or correct. And I think you will understand better with an example. So let me share that example with you. Dineo hit the nail on the head when she said that what the company was lacking in was clear vision and focus. You understand? So this is also an idiomatic expression that is used quite often. I've used it quite often and I've heard it a lot. So I just thought, why not share that, you see? So now, what would be a possible translation for that? Remember, you cannot translate literally. You have to understand the meaning and try to convey that meaning. All right, so Mettre le doigt dessus. Ah. So, mettre le doigt dessus? Non. Mettre dans le mille. You see, you can't even translate it literally in English. But the idea is exactly what we said earlier. It's to say something exactly accurate or correct. So there you have your translation in French. Mettre le doigt dessus. And you can use it in French also. It's also an idiomatic expression in French. Mettre le doigt dessus. Tu as mis le doigt dessus. Tu as mis le doigt dessus. To say that, yes, no, it's exactly that, you know. So that's it for today. That was a quick one. But remember that this show is very quick. It's just to share a word or two with you in French and in English. And I think that it makes it more interesting. It's quick, it's short, and it means that you improve your vocabulary in what? 5-10 minutes? One word? Imagine one word every Friday or one expression every Friday will make you learn 4 expressions per month. That's quite something, especially when you learn them in their context, right? And of course, we learn every day in our conversations, while watching TV, while listening to the radio. But it's also nice to learn the right way, like learn a word or an expression in a context, and learn how to say it in another language. So that's it for today. And before I leave, I would like to remind you that on the 30th of September 2023, on the occasion of the International Translation Day, Dr. Alice Lille and I will discuss language practices for social cohesion, a must see. So if you can, tune in. But of course, I will see you before next week, Friday, for another episode of the Language Maven, where we will explore vocabulary together. Have a fantastic day. Bonne journée. Au revoir.